Hello, popcorn junkies. The Penguin. The Penguin from Batman. Come on, who remembers that? With his cigarette holder and his monocle. And he'd walk around with flappy feet in the 1970s TV series. That was fantastic, wasn't it? And then, of course, Danny DeVito reprised the role in, I think, one of Tim Burton's Batmans. And so now we have Colin Farrell. And who doesn't love Colin Farrell's eyebrows? I mean, forget Colin Farrell. I mean, I literally want to get on board those eyebrows. They are like two beautiful swan's wings waiting for one to lie and recline across them. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, of course, Colin Farrell plays the Penguin, or as he's called, Oswald Cobblepot, with his strange flappy feet. He was in the movie by Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves is the Batman. And following in that tradition, rather than Matt Reeves calling Batman, he called it The Batman. This series, which is produced by him and presumably some of them are directed by him too, is called The Penguin. And so we're focusing on the Colin Farrell character. Now, on one level, I'm extraordinarily excited about this because I think this is the next step into the darker DC realms. Certainly, Matt Reeves took us darker. Todd Phillips certainly took us darker with Joker. The Riddler was pretty dark, played by Paul Dano. Even Barry Keoghan's Joker at the end of the Batman was even darker, potentially, even than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Interesting there that Barry Keoghan and Colin Farrell, both from the Banshees of Inisherin, combining together here. But this is a series for Max, HBO Max. Is it still HBO Max or just Max HBO? And this is a series. It hasn't been quite scheduled as to when it's going to land. There's going to be 8 episodes. It's later this year at some point. And this is a teaser. And it's set in Gotham City. And I think it's clearly going to go the route of gangster, sort of mafia, mobster type stuff. I mean, that's what his character was becoming, or was in the Batman. It was a very rich character. My only concern here with anything that becomes spun off into a series, you begin to feel the televisualization of it. It becomes sort of less, it becomes less ambitious, and the realm, the world, the universe, Gotham City becomes clipped in or hemmed in, almost quite literally, by the studio options or the set options or the soundstage options that they've got available to them. So I hope this doesn't feel like a DC series or, like one of those old Marvel series. I hope it maintains that darkness. I hope it maintains a sort of willingness to step into the unforgivably bad. I think the only way to take the Penguin is to the darkest places, presumably. Is there going to be like superheroes, supervillains? Are we just going to get a lot of umbrella action and a lot of cigarette action? Other members of the cast are Cristin Milioti. Now, Cristin Milioti is a fantastic actress. She was in, I'm sure she's been in other things, but I first came to her in Palm Springs, that brilliant offbeat Sundance darling comedy, Groundhog Day type thing where they keep getting remarried, sort of romantic kind of comedy where they keep getting remarried again and again and again at a wedding in Palm Springs, with Andy Samberg, I think she co-starred with. So she's in there too, and I think she plays his antagonist. I think she's trying to stop him take control of the underworld, and he's competing against her. Will it just be smack 'em up violence, or will it be superhero-esque? Will there be a darkness and a fantastical aspect to it, or will it really be a glorified version of, I don't know, sort of crime boss, underworld mobster type styly stuff? But let's check it out. This is a teaser. But I'm really excited to see the next. I'm really excited to have a peek into the dark world of Matt Reeves for a second time. Let's check it out. Oh.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He helped people. You saw you on the street, he'd call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A friggin' parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy. But it was a gesture. A show of love. What he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Okay. I'm excited, but I want it to be more than Colin Farrell giving us a Colin Farrell version of Robert De Niro. I mean, it feels dark, but I want it to be really violent. I don't know why. I feel like we have an opportunity here to go really violent and dark. And I don't know. I don't know if it was dark enough. I like that sense. I mean, you can't go wrong, really. That sort of once upon a time in America, the Brooklyn Bridge, the big, is it the Brooklyn Bridge or the Queensborough Bridge? In the twilight and the dark underworld, lots of kind of gun violence. There's clearly a reference there to his calipered leg or foot. I hope he's got it. He's got it. And the prosthetics are good and the fat suit is good. But when you've had people like De Niro do it so well, it's a big ask. So it's a nice teaser. It gets us excited, but I can't wait for a bit more. And if I'm really honest, I'm not entirely certain Colin Farrell can carry the potentially insane malevolence. Like, with Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci, when they were talking, you feel it could have gone anywhere and anything could happen. Just suddenly, spontaneously. They could just spontaneously combust. Just with that, I just felt it was a bit streamlined, but maybe I'm being picky. What do you think, guys?